ISUPK.
We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Never let their brothers die. We want no cowards in our camp, in our camp. Only men prepare to die.
Of universal practical knowledge, the ISUPK. We come out on the street, we come to Wilmington every week on Saturday from 1 to around 4 o'clock. 1 to 4 o'clock to teach Black Hispanics and Native American Indians. Teach Black people who they truly are.
That's right.
Who they truly teach Black Hispanics
who
and
we
Native
are.
Indians who they truly are.
Who we are.
You have been
Yes,
lied to about your heritage and where you came from. Black people have been taught their history started in Africa.
That's why it's called history.
They're taught that before slavery, they were in Africa and were running around in the jungle somewhere, being free in the jungle.
Right.
But according to the Bible and according to the prophecies in these scriptures and according to history, Black people come from the Middle East.
That's right.
Black people come from Israel. Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians stem from the Middle East.
Sir.
We are God's chosen people, the Israelites, according to the Bible.
That's right.
Thank you.
You stem from people like Jesus Christ, people like Moses, people like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all your forefathers according to the scriptures.
That's right.
And here at ISUPK, we come to fix all
don't
the
talk
problems
about it, be about it. Let's
in
go.
the Black community.
That's right.
That's all the problems. The drug addiction, the murder rate, the incarceration rate.
Man, it's crazy.
ISUPK comes to fix those problems.
That's right.
It's crazy around here.
In ISUPK, we understand that we cannot strive as a people. Black people cannot truly be free until America is destroyed.
That's right.
We cannot truly be free until America is destroyed. The Black man cannot be free until we receive justice.
That's right.
And terrorism on America is justice for the Most High.
Oh, you talking about?
You see a terrorist attack? It is not an act of the devil.
Oh shit! No, hell
it's
no.
not just people being crazy. That is judgment for the Most High.
That's right.
Read that.
The book of Job, chapter 18, verse 11. Terrors shall make him afraid.
Terror shall make them afraid. This is prophecy in the Bible of what will happen to the enemies of Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
It is prophesied that our enemies will be made terrified, terrified at the hands of the Most High.
That's right.
So when you see terrorist attacks, that is God.
That's
That
right.
is God putting fear in the white man's heart.
That's right.
That is God putting fear in the heart of America.
That's right.
Terrors shall make him afraid.
Terror shall make him afraid. What you saw 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas was not just a random attack.
No,
So
sir.
those 50 people got shot in Las Vegas. That wasn't just a crazy. That wasn't just a crazy white man. It was a crazy white man,
Right.
but it was a little more than that. And it wasn't just. It
And
wasn't
2 years
just,
ago,
it
after
wasn't
that, it was
Satan.
in
It wasn't
Miami,
Satan
Florida.
doing something wrong. That was an act of God, is what you saw in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Those hundreds of people getting shot at that concert was an act of God and His judgment for the Most High.
That's right.
The white man, he has built his kingdom off of what you saw in Las Vegas. You saw all those people getting shot and killed, all those people getting massacred and put to death. The Wilmington, Delaware was built off of that type of murder.
That's right.
America was built off of that type of murder.
That's
and it's
right.
only just, it's only right that the white man receives that same type of death.
1968.
Terrorism is judgment. It's not just a random attack. It is God acting against America.
That's
all
right.
those crimes.
That's right. On every
1968.
side.
Read from the top.
Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Terror shall make them afraid on every side. It's gonna come a day when if you're a white person, you ain't gonna be able to just go to the mall.
That's right.
You ain't gonna be able to have no more concerts and festivals because you're gonna get scared. You're gonna be scared of a terrorist attack.
That's right.
You're gonna be
You
scared of
can't
getting
even go
shot
to the
up. You're gonna be scared of being bombed. That is fear from the Most High, and it's prophesied in the Bible. It's prophesied in the Bible that the enemies of the Israelites will be destroyed with terrorism and will be made afraid. Read on.
And shall drive him to his feet.
And shall drive him to his feet. Meaning the white man, he's going to receive so much terrorism and so much war, he's going to have no choice but to stand up and fight wars. He's going to have no choice but to go to the Middle East and fight ISIS and fight Al-Qaeda. All those things you see is prophecy coming to pass in the Bible.
His strength shall be hunger bitten.
His strength shall be hunger bitten. Right now the white man is strong. Right now the white man is in his heyday. Right now, the white man has a great country, America. America, where everybody want to come to. There's so much freedom. You can do whatever you want to do. America got the biggest economy, the biggest military. America that seems so powerful. But the day is coming soon when the Lord is going to make America weak.
That's right.
Going to make America come to its knees.
That's right.
America is not some unstoppable force. The white man isn't some God that can never be stopped. He can be stopped just like anybody can be stopped.
That's right.
First, black men, Hispanic men, and the Native Indian men, we have to be willing to change our lives and lead our nation.
That's right. That's right.
That is where it starts. We cannot overcome our enemies if we don't begin to obey our God. And that's the source to all our problems. As we come into the truth, as we wake up and as we pray against our enemies and pray for our salvation, there will be more terrorist attacks.
That's right.
There will be more Las Vegas shootings, more 9/11s, more Columbines. That is all America falling. That is all America being destroyed for its crimes against black people.
That's right.
That's right.
More floods, more storms, more Hurricane Harveys and Irmas. All that is destruction for the Most High, and it is judgment for the Most High.
That's right.
Anybody that dies, anybody that gets killed, deserves it.
That's right.
Deserves it one way or another. Anybody that dies, there is no senseless violence. There is no senseless violence because God puts people to death.
That's right.
God makes people die. Anybody that died for a reason.
That's right.
And the Most High is going to put white people to death for their crimes against the black community.
That's
For
right.
their crimes against the Hispanics and Native Indian community.
That's right.
And destruction shall be ready at his side. Verse 13. And it shall devour the strength of his skin.
That's it. Let me get Psalms 9 and 18. Psalms 9 and 18. All the terrorism you see is an act of God. It's an act of God. All the storms you see is an act of God. You see a storm or a flood or a tornado in the news killing everybody. That's not just Mother Nature.
That's right.
That's not just Mother Nature. That isn't just the wind acting on its own. That is an act of God. That is the Most High putting people to death. That is the Most High destroying America, destroying its cities. It's judgment from the Most High. Because this place strives off of the death of black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people.
That's right.
And this country, even though it might seem so great and so wonderful to some, this place strives off of the destruction of black people.
That's right.
This place strives because we go into the prison system and we go to jail.
That's right.
It strives because all the abortions our women have.
That's right.
It strives because we suffer underneath some white man and all his businesses. And all his businesses sweeping his steps, working in his buildings and being his slave. This place is made off of your slavery, off of your destruction, and the Most High is going to bring terrorism to it.
That's right.
The Most High is going to bring storms to this country for it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten.
The needy shall read.
Verse 17, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot God.
All the nations that forgot God. The white man, he forgot God. The white man, he believes that he can be a God. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't believe in God. He thinks he just can do whatever he want to do as long as he got enough money.
That's right.
He thinks he can just do whatever he want to do as long as he got enough guns.
Right.
But he's going to find out soon that there is somebody more powerful than America.
That's right.
You're going to find out soon that there is somebody more powerful than white people.
That's right. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. Because
the people who are in need, the poor, will not be forgotten.
Right.
Because in America, the people who are poor are forgotten. The people who die in the streets in every inner city are forgotten.
Right.
The white man wants you to forget. He wants to forget your death. He wants to forget your poverty.
That's right.
He wants to forget all your hunger business. He wants you to die in silence.
That's right.
And that's why Donald Trump and all those white people was mad about the NFL protests. They don't want you to protest and get on your knees and protest against America. because they want you to die in silence. They don't want you to protest. They just want you to play the football game.
That's right.
They want you to stand up for the national anthem, play the football game, and be a good slave.
Right.
Be a good slave. Here in ISUBK, we bringing something more to you than just slavery and being a servant to the white man.
That's right.
We show you how to overcome slavery. We show you how to be what the Lord made you to be. And the Lord has not forgotten about the struggle of the black man. You know.
The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever.
The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. The poor, who's the poorest all over America? Who's the poorest group of people all over America? Blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
Blacks and Hispanics in every major city all over the country, there's a ghetto. In Wilmington, there's a hood, there's a ghetto. In Philly, there's a hood. In Chicago, any place. And other countries, in the UK, in Mexico, in all those places, there's a blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians suffering and dying underneath poverty. In all those places, in every major country, every major city on the earth, there's white people getting rich.
That's
in
right.
every major city on the earth, and that's the way it is. And there will always be somebody on top, and there will always be somebody on bottom. There can never be equality.
That's right.
There can never be equality. There will always be somebody that rules. Somebody who's the leading class.
That's right.
And ISUBK, we plan on being the leading class, the leading race on this earth.
Damn right.
We don't want equality. We don't want to hold hands with the white man. We don't want to have the same rights and privileges.
That's right.
We don't want to be seen as equals. We want to be seen as above.
That's
we want to
right.
be over
Damn
every
right.
race on the earth. As
Damn right.
obey this
Damn right.
to be. And when you see a terrorist attack, and when you see white people being killed and all types of numbers, and at the movie theater and at the Las Vegas festivals and concerts, that is an act of God. That is the beginning of the black man's freedom.
That's right.
That's the beginning of the freedom of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
Freedom. Give me Galatians 6 and 7. Galatians 6 and 7. Once again, the Most High, He's a just God. Everybody says that. Everybody says God is just. God is fair. And it's only so it's only fair that if I do a crime, I pay for it.
Right.
It's only fair that if I murder, if I kill, and if I do something wrong, I go to jail. But if I steal a car, I should expect to be arrested. If I kill somebody, I should expect to be arrested, go to jail for the rest of my life. But white society, the white race, should be expected to be destroyed at the hands of God for their crimes against humanity.
Yeah, that's right.
For their crimes against humanity, for all the slavery and all the theft that the white man has brought to the earth, he should expect to be put to death. He should expect to serve his time, to do what's right, to do what's just and right, which is die and go to slavery and be destroyed and be poor for doing that to the entire earth.
That's right.
Read on Galatians 6 and 7.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked. The white man, he mocks God. He mocks God every day with the millions of black men that go into jail. He mocks God every day with the hundreds of thousands of abortions every year. He mocks God by spitting in the face of God chosen people.
That's right.
He doesn't respect God. He has no respect for God. He promotes homosexuality in his countries.
That's right.
He promotes being a whore in all his countries. He promotes drug addiction and drug abuse all over America.
That's right.
The Most High mocks God. He doesn't respect God. He thinks God is a joke. But read on.
For whatsoever a man soweth,
But whatever a man soweth, what does it mean to sow? Sowing is like planting a seed. Planting a seed into the ground. That's what sowing means. So whatever I plant, whatever I sow, read on.
that shall he also reap.
Whatever I sow is what's going to grow. So if I grow an apple seed, an apple tree is going to grow. If I plant some oranges, an orange tree is going to grow.
Right.
The white man, he is planting murder into the ground.
Right.
The white man, he is planting thievery into the ground.
Damn right.
He has planted raping. He is planning everything that is wicked and against the Most High.
Yeah.
He's going to receive it all back.
That's right.
He's going to reap what he has sown. He's going to dig up what he has put down. It's called what they say. They say what goes around comes around.
That's right.
Some people call it karma. They call it karma. They say if you do bad things or if you do good things, everything is going to be okay. They call it karma. They say karma is coming to get you. But a white man is soon going to receive his karma.
That's
He's
right.
going to receive his karma. He's going to receive his judgment at the hands of the Most High.
That's right. Verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Who are soul of his flesh, the flesh shall reap corruption. The white man, he does what his flesh says. And that's what's in the heart of the white man. It's very simple. It's not complex. It's very simple. He just does whatever makes him feel good. If killing makes him feel good, he kills.
Right.
If raping makes him feel good, he rapes. If being a thief and stealing and slaughtering makes him feel good, he does it. And that's what the problem with the white man. He has no morals, no integrity. He does whatever he has to do to win. Do whatever he has to do. No morals, no rules. And the white man has fled that same philosophy in the black community. A philosophy of I'm just trying to get it on my own. I'm just trying to do whatever I got to do. I'm just trying to make it out. The black people are willing to do. Have become a people who are willing to do whatever to win. Doing whatever they got to do to get rich. If it means I gotta sell drugs, I gotta sell drugs. If a woman, if it means I gotta sell my body, if I gotta be a stripper, I gotta be a stripper. Then that means making money. That is the type of philosophy the white man has brought on black people. And because of it, there's going to be more terrorism. Because of it, there are going to be more storms, and the Most High is going to destroy America, destroy the white man's society, because all those crimes against God's chosen people.
That's right. But he that soweth through the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
But if you sow the Spirit, if you begin to stop following the white man, if you don't feed into the American way of life, what is the American way of life? The American way of life is everything against God.
Right.
The American way of life is being a homosexual.
Right.
You want to be a homosexual? You want to be a transsexual? You want to be a man and wear a dress? You want to be a woman and act masculine and act like a man? That's the American way of life.
Right.
You want to get high? You want to smoke weed, smoke cigarettes? You want to pop pills? That is the American way of life.
Right.
Women being whores, the best whores is in America.
That's right.
It's the city of whores, the place of whores. You want to be a whore? That is the American way of life. That's what America's about. Everything that is against God, America promotes.
That's right.
Black people, we have to stop feeding into that and that type of life. What else we got to stop feeding? We got to stop feeding into all the fake religions and philosophies we believe in.
Right.
Christianity is the American way of life.
That's right.
But being a Muslim, being a Buddhist, being anything besides actually following the laws, statutes, commandments in the Bible.
That's right.
And there's only one place you can come to learn these commandments. It's only one place you can go. You can't go to your church. You can't go to YouTube. You can't go to Wikipedia. You got to go to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
We're the only authorities on the Bible. We're the only people who can tell you what God wants you to do.
That's right.
You ain't gonna find it nowhere. You ain't gonna find it by turning on the TV and looking at some pastor. You ain't gonna find it by looking at Oprah Winfrey or
Right.
what's the other one?
That's right.
Not Bill Cosby. The other one that look like a man. Whoopi Goldberg, whoever. Anybody on TV, on The View, Wendy, that's what I'm talking about. Wendy Williams. You can't turn the Wendy Williams show and try to ask her for advice. You can't go to some fool on the internet, some fool on the TV. You got to go to Steve Harvey. You can't go to these Steve Harvey, all these sports players and actors. You can't go to entertainers for advice.
Right.
You can't go to people who good at dribbling the basketball and singing and ask them how you supposed to fix police brutality. How you supposed to fix the power. You can't do that. You got to go to people who are actually dedicating their lives to fixing the black community.
That's right.
Dedicating their lives and who God has chosen to fix black people, Hispanics, Native Indians.
Right.
That is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
We are the last stronghold for the black community. We're the last stronghold for all the black people, all the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians in Wilmington, Delaware. We're the only people who you are going to come to who are actually going to fix you.
Right. Right. Verse 9. And let us not be weary in when dwelling.
Let's see now. Let me get Ezekiel 35:2. Ezekiel 35:2. Dark days are coming to America. The dark days, the last days of America is coming soon. America is just like any great empire. Any great empire. You had the Roman Empire. You had the Babylonians. You had the Greeks. You had the Egyptian Empire. And all these empires, all these great empires that you know of, all these empires had black people, Hispanics, Native Indians as slaves. We were the working class people in all these societies. In the Assyrian society, and all these great societies you hear about in history, black people were they working class people. And all these societies eventually failed. All these societies eventually collapsed. And America's collapse is soon to come.
That's right.
It's gonna be days of war in the streets. The day of race wars, plagues and famine. And the supermarket's gonna close down. They ain't gonna put out no more food stamps. The police, they ain't gonna be able to pay the police, so ain't nobody gonna be able to. You call 911, ain't nobody gonna be able to come.
Right.
Because everybody gotta go overseas and fight wars.
Right.
The dark days are coming to America, and the only way you can dodge these dark days is if you change your life.
That's
If you
right.
change your life. The problems, the solution to all the problems in the black community is by us changing our morals, changing
Right.
our personal life decisions. That's how it starts. That's how we change everything. We have to begin to do that if we want to see our enemies fall.
Right.
We want to find some type of change.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face against Mount Seir. So Mount Seir is Esau. It's a term for Esau. Read on. It's like Esau is the white man. Esau is the biblical term for the white man. That was his original name. Edom. Esau. Read on.
And prophesy against it.
And prophesy against it. It was told that we got orders in the Bible to prophesy against the white man. Prophesy against America. Read on.
Verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God.
Thus saith the Lord God. Read on.
Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
I am against thee. The Most High is against the white race.
That's right.
The Most High is against the white race. Read on.
And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee. It's prophesied that God is going to stretch out his hand against America. Stretch out his hand against white people. Read on.
And I will make thee most desolate.
And I will make thee most desolate. It's coming a day when America is going to be desolate. I mean, it's going to be a wasteland. It's going to be a place where nothing grows. And nobody lives. It's going to be made worthless. That's the future of America. The future of America is not prosperous.
Right.
America never going to become a place where you got racial freedom and everybody just hugging and dancing and being free and being happy. Right. America is headed nowhere. America is headed to destruction. And it's prophesied in the Bible.
I will lay thy cities waste.
I will lay thy cities waste. And you see these cities being laid waste now. With floods and storms from the Most High. When you see floods in Texas, that's prophecy coming to pass.
Right.
That's whole cities being flooded, whole buildings being knocked down, homes being destroyed. And that's the Lord making this place desolate.
That's right. And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And in that day when America is made desolate, and when the white man comes down from his seat of power, everybody is going to know who the Most High is.
That's right.
Everybody is going to know the true character of the Most High.
That's
and everybody is going to know that God, the only true power on this earth, God, everybody knows God. Everybody heard of God. Most people believe in the God. But it's going to come one day soon when everybody knows that God is on the side of black people.
That's right.
It's coming day soon when everybody would know that God is on the side of black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
Even though we seem like we the last people that God cares about. Even though it seems like nobody cares about black people, even God. It seems like nobody can help us from our poverty. Nobody can help us from our murder and our drug addiction. But it's gonna come a day soon when we will rise up out of our condition.
That's
and
right.
God will show that He is on our side.
That's right.
God is gonna show that He's on black people's side by destroying our enemies.
Damn right.
By bringing terrorist attacks. By bringing storms. By destroying the military. By destroying the white man's economy. All that is coming to pass. All this destruction is coming to pass, and it's coming for the salvation of black people.
That's right.
It's coming so black people can survive. Once again, there will never be a time when every race can coexist.
Right.
There will never be a time when all races of people can just all be equal. We can get past racism and race. We can just all be equal. We don't have to worry about police brutality and slavery and the incarceration rates and being racially profiled. That day is never coming.
Right.
It's never coming to America. Somebody will always be on top and somebody will always be on the bottom. And right now, black people, we are on the bottom. We are on the bottom because we disobeyed our God.
Right.
And we have to begin to obey our God and we want to be on the top. We tried to be anything more than just drug dealers and gangsters and thugs and whores. We want to actually rule something, be over top something. And I ain't just talking about being a supervisor. I ain't talking about having a high status at your job. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about ruling the earth.
That's
I'm talking about ruling the country. I'm talking about you own the country. You own islands. you own mansions. I'm talking about real wealth and riches that is prophesied in the Bible if you begin to obey God.
That's right.
If you are willing to lead your nation and obey the Most High. That is what the Most High is offering you if you obey Him.
That's right. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
The white man has had a perpetual hatred. Meaning the white man's hatred never stops. It never stops. Black people have been in this country for a while, have we not? Black people have been in this country for hundreds of years.
That's right.
And black people give everything to America. We follow America's religion. Most black people are Christians. Most black people follow the white man's religions. We fight in his wars. There's black people all in the military. We're black people, we entertain white people. We become rappers and superstars and actors and football players. And we go out, we make our life about entertaining white people and trying to be rich and going to TV. We give everything to white society. We give everything to America. And time and time again, the white man shows you that he hates you.
Right.
Time and time again, the white man shows that he is against you. And time again, another police officer kills a black man. Time and time again, the incarceration rates rise. Time and time again, the white man shows you that he is the devil, and all he knows is hate against you.
Right.
He has had a perpetual hatred. Read that part again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because the white man has had a perpetual hatred against black people,
And has shed the blood of his children of Israel.
And because the white man has shed the blood of black people. Since in this country we die and we suffer,
By the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and in the time that the iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
The Most High is going to prepare the white man unto blood. Read that part again.
And I will prepare thee unto blood.
This is the future of the white race in the Bible. The white man is going to be prepared to blood, meaning prepared to death and injustice.
That's right.
Injustice. The ISUPK, we don't speak against white people because they color their skin. We don't speak against white people because we don't like the way they look. What did Martin Luther King say? Martin Luther King said, don't judge a man by the color of his skin, but the content of his character.
That's right.
That's what he said. And a white man in a white society has a terrible character. They're terrible at being criminals, being drug addicts, being thieves, being murderers, being the people who have no morals, no laws. All they know how to do is kill and make money. Kill and conquer and go to war. And because of it, the Most High is going to destroy America. Because of it, the Most High is going to destroy the white man. Read on.
And blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Since the white man, since he hasn't hated blood, since he loves blood, since he loves war, the Most High is going to bring war to him. Read on.
Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth.
The Most High is going to utterly destroy America.
That's right.
Utterly destroy the white man's kingdom. 4 and 17. We're going to show you the Bible. We're going to show you the mistakes that black people continue to make. We're going to show you the mistakes that we continue to make throughout history. Even when the Bible was written, we were still making these mistakes. We're going to show you what we have to do to actually find solutions to our problems.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for a vain help.
Black people, our eyes always look to a vain help. When we look for somebody who cannot help us.
Right.
We look for something that is never going to bring any gain to us. What do we look to? If we look into God, who do we look for first? We look for the Christian church.
Right.
For our pastor, which is a vain help. Christianity has never helped black people.
Right.
Christianity has never helped black society.
Right.
It's a church on every corner in the hood. In the hood, there's a church on every other corner, and those are still the poorest areas.
Right.
Those are still the areas with the most crime, with the most drug addiction. Christianity has failed black people, and it is vain.
That's
it's
right.
vain and means nothing to the Most High.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And black people, we look to a nation that cannot save us. We look to white people. We look to white people as our savior. Black people, black people, whether you realize it or not, you worship white people.
That's right.
You worship them. Because in your church, when you go to that church, you worship a white God. You worship a white Jesus.
That's right.
When you think about God in your mind, when you envision God, the first image that comes up is a white man with white hairs.
Right.
White man with white hairs with a robe on, sitting on the clouds somewhere. That's the first image that comes in your mind when you think about God. When you think about God, you don't even think remotely about a black person. You think about a white man when you think about God.
That's right.
You worship white people, and it has failed you at every turn. It has failed you at every turn. Read on.
They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. The white man hunt you down in that police force. Hunt you down like an animal. Read on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We cannot go in our streets.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
And sometimes for black people, it seems like we are hopeless. It seems like it's nothing. It seems like we just want to die and perish.
Our prosecutors are swift and eagles of the heaven. They
The white man, he's swifter than the eagle. What is a man? What is a man? One of America's biggest symbols, the bald eagle. The white man, he just like that eagle. He think he can soar down and be swift and destroy and kill like an eagle does.
They pursued us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness.
They wait for us in the wilderness. The white man, he's a hunter. He's a warrior. He knows how to fight. He does not know how to love black people.
That's right.
He does not know how to accept you. He only knows how to fight. He only knows how to go to war and kill. We're going to go in the book of Baruch, and we're going to show you more of the prophecies in this Bible. We're going to show you more of the prophecies in this scriptures in the Bible. Baruch, chapter 3, verse 4, when you go.
And the Apocrypha, the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. The dead Israelites. Once again, the Most High has not forgotten about the black man's death. He has not forgotten about the black man's death. He remembers all the prayers that we sent up. He remembers all the people who died praying while they were being lynched. Died praying while they were suffering in slavery. Died praying while their families were being separated. While they was being killed and destroyed. Who died praying to the Most High to free them from their destruction. Read on, read from the top.
O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. Read on.
And of their children, which have sinned before thee.
And why do these Israelites die? Well, why do black people die horrible deaths? Why do we die from heart attacks? Why do we die from murder? Why do our women have abortions and kill their children before they can even be born? Why do these things happen? It's because we disobeyed our God.
That's right.
Because we disobeyed our God, and that is why we are dying. That's why we die, and that's why we suffer underneath the white man.
That's right.
Because we refuse to follow our God. We refuse to follow a power who can destroy our enemies and destroy the people who destroy us.
Right. And had not hearkened unto the voice of thee their God, for the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. Verse 5. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. For thou art the Lord our God, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. Verse 7. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts.
Thou hast put thy fear in our hearts. The scripture says, paraphrasing, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Most High. And that is how the black society is going to make wise decisions.
That's
we
right.
truly fear the Most High. You don't learn to fear God by going to church. Right. You don't learn how to obey God by going to church.
That's
you
right.
Go to church, all you do is become a better sinner.
That's right.
You go to church, and you learn how to disobey God more than you did before you walked in.